Tout bon. My name is Andy Knell. I'm an international creative headhunter. My job is to bring together the best creatives in the world and the best creative agencies. I've been involved in advertising for 12 years now. I started out working in advertising agencies in London at BBDO and FCB before becoming a business coach and a consultant. I've been running my own company now for 3 years and we have a lot of fun. I have a great passion and personal interest in bringing Brazilian creatives to the world. My wife is Brazilian, I love the country, and I find the culture of the people inspirational. And certainly the clients that I work with, my agency clients, also feel the same way. One of the great things about Brazilian creatives is they have an adventurous spirit and they like to go out and see the world and experience many things. This also makes them great creatives. Certainly the clients that I work with appreciate this. I think that some of the European creative and the European culture perhaps isn't quite like this. So we value bringing together people from different backgrounds, different experiences together, and we find that brings a lot of fresh perspectives to the creative work. So recently, as an example, I brought a senior creative team from Aqui, Brazil to London. They wanted to see the world. This was their first opportunity outside of their local market. They had an international brand experience. They'd won a number of awards, but they were restless. They wanted to do something more and try something new. So one of my clients in London shares a passion for bringing international creative talent to the local market. They already have, of course, a number of local UK-based creatives working on their clients, but they realise that it's important to bring in people who come from a different cultural and insightful background, and they can come in and they can approach the pitches and the clients in a new way. So this particular client I've been working with for some time, and we had a previous positive experience in bringing creatives from international markets in. So they had a confidence and they were already feeling good about the idea. Now, of course, it isn't as simple to bring Brazilian creatives to London as it might be just to hire someone from a local agency. We have to think about lots of things. We have to think about visas. We have to think about potential language barriers. We also have to think about it in terms of clients. Now, of course, a lot of agencies in Brazil, you'll get to work only on local clients. So this in itself can be a little bit of a challenge, because it's important for an agency to see you demonstrating international brand experience. If you can show you've worked on international brands, that gives them a confidence that perhaps you'll have some understanding and some experience of working on some of their brands. It's quite obvious, really. In this case, this team from Aqui, Brazil, because Aqui Brazil is an agency with a number of international clients, they had that international experience. And so again, this gave the agency more confidence. And I think a lot of it is about confidence, and a lot of it is about making it as easy as possible for the agency to say yes. London is a very busy market, it's a very dynamic market, it's a very competitive market. So there's a lot of different creatives in the market and wanting to come to the market. My job is to work with the creatives to bring out their very best talents and to present it to the agency in the most clear and defined way possible. So we get them excited and we get them focused, we get their attention, and then we bring them in. And this is what we did with the team from Aqui, Brazil. So, in fact, in the modern world we live in today with Skype and other forms of communication, we did the whole interview process online. So we used Skype as our interview technique, as our interview tool. And that was ideal, because it allowed the visual communication. I think that's important to go beyond just telephone calls. You just start to see and get a feel for each other and building up a chemistry. Building up chemistry and rapport with the creative directors at the agency is absolutely important. And actually, beyond just Skype, the team did actually come to London. So eventually, after we were very, very close to hiring, they came to London and they met. Now, it doesn't have to work that way. You don't have to come to London. But I would always recommend it. If you can come for a holiday for a few days, there is nothing. Although Skype is very important, like I said before, in the modern world, and you can get jobs that way. If you have the opportunity to come to London and meet face to face, it's always going to be better. It's always going to give you a stronger and a bigger possibility to get that job.